Hello watchers and hello subscribers. This is again Shrex from SmartHerd. Welcome to 55th Ruby tutorial. In this tutorial I am going to talk about procs and lambda in Ruby. Now there are always lots of confusion going on. What is the difference between proc and lambda and what is this proc all about? Now this tutorial I am making on a request of one of our subscribers. Let's move forward and check it out what is actually proc and lambda all about. So, what is so special about proc? Why we are using it? Now, earlier we read that everything in Ruby are actually object, but the fact is Ruby blocks are not object. So, in order to convert these blocks into an object, we are using this proc class. So, proc class can turn block into an object by wrapping blocks in its instance. Right? Now, once we turn our block into an object, then whatever operation we can do on a normal object, all those operations we can perform on these blocks objects too. And also, when we convert our block object into a normal object with the help of this proc class, then this turns our block into a first class function. This first class function I will talk about in future tutorials. Don't worry about it. I will elaborate each and every single things related to proc and lambda. Now, there are actually 4 ways to create a proc object. Now, let's check it out one by one. The first way, very simple way, is to use the proc.new method. This is the syntax that is used to wrap a block into the instance of this proc class. Now, the second method is to use the proc method in kernel module, and the third method is using the kernel lambda methods. Now, there are little difference between second and third method. All these methods we are going to discuss one by one. Now, there is the fourth method also, which is the implicit way to create a proc object. Now, this fourth method is further divided into 2 ways. The first way is by using the else statement, and the second way is to use the concept of AND block. This AND block, guys, I have discussed in a single tutorial. If you don't remember, guys, please go back, watch it again, and please come back here. Now, what the heck? Why I am not talking about the lambda object? Now, there is a one simple way to create lambda. All these things, all these ways of creating the proc object and creating a lambda, we will discuss in our these special tutorials. Now, let's move forward. Now, let's check out our first way to create a proc object using proc.new. Now, let's start our coding, guys. Let's check out our first method to create a proc object like this. Now, we just have to simply write proc underscore object. Let us define the object of a proc class. Then proc.new. This was the syntax which I am talking about. Now, after this syntax, let us create a block. If you remember, guys, whatever code we are writing between the curly braces here, these codes actually become the codes of the block. Now, if you remember the codes of the block, we defined a method instead of proc or new. We write a method name here, and after that 2 curly braces, and inside the curly braces the codes which has to be executed is the codes of the block actually. Here also I have defining a block curly braces here, but it is preceded by this proc.new. So this statement actually convert the block code into a proc object, that is a normal object. So after converting this block into an object, we can perform the normal operation on that block object using this proc class. Now, let us put our codes here. Let's use put as I am a proc object like this. Then let us call this block to be executed by what means proc underscore object dot call. Now, let's save it and execute it. Yeah, I am a proc object. This object is actually what? This is actually a proc object which contains the codes of this block. So when we write object.call, then it is going to call this block of method and this code will be executed and printed. Now let's check out our second and third method to create the proc object. Now, If we are using version 1.9 of Ruby and above, then practically there are differences between the above two ways to create a proc object. But if we are using the Ruby version 1.8 and below, then there are actually practically no differences between these two things. Only difference was that the syntax is little bit different. Now let's move forward. Now if you are using version 1.9 and above, then there exists a method to check whether the proc object is created by kernel lambda method or a proc class. So let's check it out. What is that syntax? We just have to write proc underscore object dot lambda. This proc underscore object is the proc object of the proc class. So we are just checking that whether this object is created with the help of the lambda kernel or not. If this object is created with the help of this lambda kernel method, then it will return a true value. If not, then it will return a false. Don't worry guys, I will just going to demonstrate to you with the help of a simple sweet example. Now let's check the codes out. Now here I am performing my second way to create a proc object using the proc method in kernel module like this. Now let's check out the codes of this method. Proc underscore object equal to, let's say just proc, then after that we have to write our block of codes. Let's say puts hello from inside the proc. Yeah, quite simple. Now let's write proc underscore object dot call. Now let's check whether this proc is actually lambda or not, because here I am using what? I am using a Ruby version of 2.0 which is above 1.9. So there are difference between this proc and actually lambda, which we are going to use in our third way to create the proc object. Now let's write puts is proc object or lambda. Let's use interpolation here. Interpolation proc underscore object dot, let's use our syntax question mark like this. Now this is going to return a boolean value here. It is going to print either true or false like that. Let's check it out. Let's save it and execute it. Yeah, this statement is going to call what? This block of codes. Now hello from inside the proc, then after that is proc object a lambda dash false. This is showing false because I am using the Ruby version 1.9 and above. So there is practically a difference between a proc and lambda. So that is why this proc object is not a lambda. That is why we are getting the output false like this. Now let us see our third way to create a proc object. Now our third way was using the kernel lambda method. Let's not waste time. Let's copy these codes from our second way. Let's copy it and paste it here. So instead of this proc I have to write here lambda, right? Now let's save it and execute it. Yeah, hello from inside the proc. Because of this statement, this puts is executed because there's a block of codes. So after that we are asking is proc object a lambda. Here proc object dot lambda, yes, we are using this kernel lambda here. That is why it is giving true. Yes, this proc object is actually created with the help of this lambda kernel method. That is why we are getting the output as true. One more thing here to note here guys, proc underscore object dot lambda question mark. This method is actually not present in Ruby 1.8 and below. This is because, as I discussed, there is no difference between lambda and proc below version 1.8 and below like that. So there are lots of things to discuss guys. The fourth way of creating the proc object and also creating a normal lambda I will discuss in the next tutorial. So please stay tuned and please don't forget to subscribe. Please share my video and like my Facebook page and stay tuned. Thank you.